Hi, my name is Michael Wagner with Dynamax, and today we're here with Alan from Bullseye, and we're going to go over the Bullseye leveling system, which we have on the Dynamax Isata 3. Alan, tell me a little bit about Bullseye.
Well, we started this company about 20 years ago with the goal of developing a non-hydraulic automatic leveling system. It's been attempted before, but previous models of non-hydraulic systems had a high failure rate. Our motivation was to offer the market a system that did not have the problems associated with hydraulics.
So we've been putting the Bullseye leveling jacks on for model years 2026 and 27, and we've had great success with them. We like the fact that they're lighter than a hydraulic system, as well as they do fold up very nicely, so you get a little bit of extra ground clearance. So today, with Alan's help, we're going to go over some of the features of how to use the Bullseye leveling system and how to perhaps, if need be, troubleshoot the system. So come on in and we'll show you a little bit more about the Bullseye. Inside each of our units will be the Bullseye control panel. On the inside, we're going to be right here by our entry, so conveniently located. Alan's going to talk through some of the functions of this, and first we're going to start off with our just basic, how do we auto level?
The system has already been calibrated when the customer receives it in most cases. So if it's already calibrated, all you need to do is make sure the power button is on, press this auto level button right there. We can hear the jack start to deploy. As we say, it levels at the touch of one button. So there's absolutely no more effort than pushing that button to get it to auto level. The jacks are deploying to the ground. The first thing they do is unstow, and then they deploy to the ground. Once they contact the ground, it'll start to go through the level process. It's doing that right now. You can see the buttons flash showing which sides are being raised to get the coach to the level point. The green light in the middle of the target is illuminated. That's an indication that the process is done and your coach is level.
So say I want to angle the unit in a position where it's going to be easier to dump tanks and get that last bit of water out. How would I do that from this system?
Well, first thing we need to do then to run the manual process is to retract the jacks. So we're going to turn the power off, back on, and press the retract all button. So the jacks are all retracting and then they'll stow up. The normal process is just to press retract all. However, if in the event that you start to drive off and you forget to retract your jacks, when you release the park brake, the jacks will retract and stow automatically.
So now let's talk us through the manual process.
Okay, the manual button is the one right in the middle. I press the manual button so the jacks are now extending, but in this mode, they will not level automatically. They will stop when the jacks contact the ground. Okay, the jacks are on the ground. You can see the front and right buttons are blinking, which indicates that the front and right needs to be raised if you want to get it level. But as I said, the point of the manual is not really to level it. It's to put it in whatever position you want to put it in. So what do we want to?
Let's have it tilt towards the driver's side.
So we want to raise the right side then.
Yes.
So you just press the right button. The right side is now raising. And you have to hold it down. It will stop when you let go. So you have to keep it depressed as long as you want those jacks to raise. If you need to lower it, you can, while it's still in this same mode, press the auto button. Okay, the auto button is lit up. So then when you press the right side is now retracting. And the advantage of that is if you overshoot your target, you don't have to start over. You can just retract whatever portion of the coach you want lowered.
So they'll work in tandems, or will they work individually?
Yes, no, they do not work individually. That's to protect the frame. They work in parallel pairs. So if you're, say we're raising the front, both fronts are extending. If we're going to raise the right side, the right front and right rear are extending. Now, if you need to troubleshoot, the first thing would be to go through what we call the debug mode. You go through this mode, you hold down the front and rear, and this will be in your owner's manual as well. You don't have to memorize this right now. But we hold down the front and rear, press the front, and now we're going to see if each jack operates, if it responds. So we're going to press the manual, and then we're going to press the left front. This is going to test to see if the left front is responding. And we heard that go down. You do the same thing. We emphasize, do not, in this process, do not extend the jacks all the way to the ground. Now in that case, they all responded properly. However, if one of the jacks does not respond in that mode, the first thing that I would do is disconnect the power from the controller and then reconnect. If the boards get higher voltage than is allowed by the system, the jacks will shut down, and then if you disconnect the power and then reconnect, that will take care of your problem.
And this is run on a 12-volt system.
12,
correct?
yeah, any 12-volt power source.
Yep. So you don't need your inverter. It's just strictly off your 12-volt. As long as we have power in our batteries, we're going to be able to deploy and retract our jacks. Well, there you have it. That was the Dynamax Isata 3 featuring the Bullseye leveling system. Big thanks to Alan for coming on out today and showing
My
us
pleasure.
how the
Glad to
system
do it.
works.
Any issues, any problems, just call our customer service number. We will get back to you immediately.